Mr. President, it's Police Week this week, the yearly observance recognizing the service and sacrifice of our nation's law enforcement officers. Mr. President, they are a special breed, the men and women who safeguard our communities. I'm a dad and a grandfather, and I think every parent knows that feeling when they place that baby in your arms for the first time, that knowledge that you would do anything to protect this person. But the incredible thing about police officers, Mr. President, is that they have that protective instinct for all of us. They don't just volunteer to step between their loved ones in danger, they volunteer to step between any of us in danger. Not because they know us, but simply because we are human beings and need to be protected. It's a natural human instinct to run from danger, but police officers go out to meet it. And they go out to meet it not knowing what the day will bring. Like the police officer in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, who was shot earlier this year while pursuing a suspect with multiple outstanding warrants for his arrest. Or like Moody County Chief Deputy Sheriff Ken Prorock of South Dakota, who was killed in the line of duty in February of last year and who was honored in this year's Police Week resolution. Chief Deputy Prorock was killed after reportedly being deliberately struck by a car driven by a fleeing suspect being pursued by Madison police. He was not a member of the Madison police, but he heard the call for assistance on the radio, and he went out to help. He knew that he was placing himself in danger, knew that he could be risking his life, but he went anyway. And as I said last year, Mr. President, that is the heroism of Chief Deputy Prorock and all of the men and women across our country who serve in our nation's police forces and who, when they hear a call for help, go out and answer it. This is Police Week, and every day I am grateful for the men and women of our nation's law enforcement community, and particularly grateful for all of our South Dakota officers who work tirelessly to safeguard our communities. Safeguard our communities and build them up. Because police officers do more than fight crime and stand between us and danger. They are an active and supportive presence in our communities, whether leading safety classes, building relationships with local youth, or helping a stranded driver or a family in need. I'm also profoundly grateful for the service of the United States Capitol Police, who are on the front lines here in Washington, D.C. every day. There's no getting away from the fact that there are dangers associated with working in the Capitol. And I'm tremendously grateful for the men and women who keep us safe, whether they're protecting dignitaries, standing guard on the Capitol steps, or responding to threats. Finally, Mr. President, as we recognize the service and sacrifice of our nation's police officers, we should recognize the service and sacrifice of their families as well. It's not always easy to have a police officer for a husband or a wife, a mom or a dad. The hours can be long and irregular. The job is a heavy one. And there is always the knowledge at the back of your mind that your mom and dad, or dad, your husband or wife, is out there confronting danger, and that there's always a chance he or she might not make it home. And so we thank our nation's police officers. We also want to make sure to thank their families who also serve. And to all of our nation's law enforcement officers, thank you. Thank you for serving our communities, for putting your lives on the line every day. Thank you for all the sacrifices you make to keep us safe. And God bless you all.